She'd be ashamed in that place for being there a few months. And I smell.
Grandpa,
That's me.
you want me to clean up that room?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You put your stuff on the shelves like they're supposed to be, and take your cases and put them in the closet like they're supposed to be, and your room will look nice with nothing on the floor.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It
Look like this.
would look like what?
Look like it's cleaned up and in order, just like this room.
This is cleaned up and in order?
Yeah. Except for the paper towels you got up there.
I had paper towels up here?
Yeah. I don't know why, but you do.
You don't know why I had paper towels here?
No.
Grandpa, do you see the salt and everything he's been tracking in?
Yeah. Yeah, I do, and I intend to talk to him about it.
You intend to talk to him about it?
Yeah, because I just cleaned some up over here.
And you want me to clean it up?
Do I want you to clean it up?
Yeah.
Clean up what? I want you to clean your room.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to clean up after him?
Like what? I think.
Do you want me to
I think that anything that you see wrong in the house, you should take care of. Yeah, regardless of who did it.
Regardless of who did it?
Yeah, because we live here, and if he comes in like he did now, and is going right back out, does it make sense that it would be nice, but does it make sense he takes his shoes off and runs in there and gets some hats and run right back out again?
Does it make
take off
sense?
his shoes?
Because I'll pick up the slack.
Yeah, why not? We pick up each other's slack.
Because my life is not important. Look where my shoes are at right now. Where are my shoes?
Same place mine.
And that's where they should be.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm a clean person.
Well, you're a messy person.
No,
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. Look, my shoes are right here.
Well, I see your shoes.
So how?
Right there. I'm talking about your room, though.
My room?
Yeah.
You want me to put those things away?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I would really like an orderly house.
There's a machete in that room.
Well, give it back to me. I've been looking.
I'm not touching that machete.
Well, then show me where it is. I'll get it because I've been looking for it forever. I could never find it.
He put it in that room to terrorize me.
Oh, how do you know that? I think it's always been in that room.
Because I can understand behavior, but you don't understand that.
Well, I don't understand your behavior, and I don't understand his behavior.
So I don't need to keep justifying him not understanding my behavior, because it's.
Ethan, all you have to do is mind your own business and keep it. I mean, it seems like no matter what he does, you can find fault with it.
He came back
just like whatever you do, he can find fault with it.
He came back,
and it's driving me nuts.
He came back.
All I ask of each of you is to do what is right.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Well, it's bad because you're helping to make it bad.
I'm helping my father get drugs and bring him into the house.
How do you know that he's getting drugs?
He overdosed the other day.
That was.
See how my grandfather's blaming me for my father's actions?
How am I blaming you for his actions? Please tell me how I'm blaming you for someone else's actions.
I can't tell you what goes on in your mind.
Well, then how can you say what you're saying?
You just said it.
Who said it?
I just repeated what you just said.
What did I just say that you're repeating?
And I don't get angry at you necessarily because you're forgetful.
Ethan, I'm not as forgetful as you like to turn things around.
My father, you're blaming me for my father.
Why? How am I doing that?
How? Because the police have green-lighted you. The police have green-lighted you. The police have green-lighted you. The city has. And
what does that mean, green-lighted?
That means that you can mute it. You can mute the. That's not the mute button. That means you're wanting to learn more about the world, and you believe that you're correct, and the police believe you're correct, so they listen to you.
where is that coming from?
Okay, so once again, I cannot call the police and tell them that he came in last night with drugs.
Can you prove it?
Yeah,
Or can you make a false
No, I would be able to prove it.
How?
Well, when the police came, they're not going to search him because it's in his house. The police came. If the police were to come, they're not going to search him because it's in his house and his possessions, and so and because he's the owner of the house. If they don't have a warrant for the arrest, then or they don't have a search warrant, they're not going to be able to do any kind of search. The only way for me to prove it is for me to be physical. And so the city is causing people to have physical altercations based on factual evidence in prior history, and so and then once again, if a scary truck is outside in the middle of the night, and my father is already here, and he's now with another woman. And he walks outside really quickly into the car and comes right back in. Now, what do you think he would need at like 2 o'clock, 11, like what was it, like 12 o'clock at night?
I don't know, and neither do you.
So, but Mike, so right, and I believe you. You don't know, but
But the important thing is that you don't know either.
no, I do know.
Oh, you know because you know, right?
I know
Not
because
because you really know, but because you know in your mind that's what it is.
no,
That's paranoia.
no. There's enough evidence that.
Where? Tell me the evidence.
Do you remember him laying down on his bedroom floor?
What has that got to do with him running outside and back in again?
He was laying down on the floor because he was doing
So
drugs.
We've got to change different area. We're talking about one thing, and you back off into another.
My grandfather's not relating his overdose to him getting more drugs last night.
You don't know that he got any drugs last night.
And so he will say that I have a disorder.
Yeah, well, you do. Yeah, everybody knows that.
And so the city messed up so horribly that,
Oh, now it's the city's fault.
well, when the police are not doing their job and
Even I don't know what's the news because you're not making any sense.
he doesn't believe the truth. So
Nathan, you can't carry on a conversation and keep it online. You got to bounce around all over the place.
it's so I have to clean up. I have to clean up after a rapist. I have to clean up after a rapist, or the police can be called, and I can either be made homeless, or I can, or I could get in trouble because I don't have a lease to this apartment. I don't have a lease, and that person who I have to clean up after assaulted me, violated their parole. They threatened to kill me. They are a drug addict, and so because I don't have any right in this house, that I have to stop what I'm doing. I have to stop what I'm doing, and I can't do much. I can't do much. I have to stop what I'm doing and cater to them, and and I can't, and because they stole, and I guess the most important thing is that that because they stole my computer, I didn't take them to court until after they stole my other computer. I'm gonna jump things right now, like my grandfather used that word. I didn't retaliate until after they committed these acts, this criminal acts. I didn't threaten anybody. I didn't assault anybody. I didn't even yell at anybody. Okay, I didn't even yell, and so when I'm getting yelled at, like, this is the tone of voice that I use when I'm getting yelled at. Like, okay, and so this and it caused me, and they're so like, I'm trying to use a nice word, they're so horrible. I'll just say they're horrible that I wasn't allowed to work out. I wasn't like they stole every one of my possessions. They had stolen, and because their mentality is that physical violence has always been their solution. Because I was kind, considerate, nice, and loving, and understanding, they weren't used to that kind of reciprocation, being reciprocal. And a normal person wouldn't love people under these conditions. So you can see how these things don't add up to somebody who's maybe like quote unquote normal. I'm a better person. I'm a lot better person. I just and I went through hell. I went through hell because nobody would help. Nobody would help me. And so you can see why I would get upset at like cleaning like somebody else's mess. You can see why, and when I get upset, you can see why I would just say no, not doing this. I'm not going to do this. And you can see how saying no would end up the police being called. And you can see how saying no would end up the police arriving to the house, then assaulting me. It happened. They assaulted me. And from the videos that you've seen, you can see how I talk to the police. You can see how I talk to the police. And which is in the same fashion. And from the videos you can see how the if I say no, I have to sleep outside because I don't have any right in this house. They're able to steal my belongings. They're able to file an insurance claim on my possessions that I worked so hard for, and they're able to keep the money. Because the possessions were in their house, they're able to file an insurance claim and keep the money that should have gone to me. Keep the money. So, and you can see how it's so bad after a while. Not because I'm not able to say no. I can't say no. That the human being knows right and wrong, knows right and wrong, and so I was gonna say the little voice, but it's not. But like the emotion of this is wrong and I'm gonna get in trouble. After a while, overwhelms the criminal, and they end up committing a violent act. Because I said no for principles and morals and values and right and wrong, because I said no, then it led to them, like, it's really bad.
Making sure the kids are staying hydrated. Experts say kids sometimes sweat in their winter gear
Okay,
not
great.
playing outside, and that can lead to dehydration. Also, sunscreen.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
The point is that I was gonna ask him something. I was gonna ask him. Well, and you can see how I don't know if you could hear my grandfather in the background, but as soon as he picks up the phone, he becomes a different person, and he's happy, and he's like he will tell the person he's doing fantastic and nothing is wrong. He'll tell the person that nothing is wrong. And so, because he's the only person they talk to, they'll believe him. And you can see, because he's getting reasserted that everything's okay, because saying otherwise. It's the reinforcement. It is enough for him to believe it himself completely, and you can see that that what it means is that either he is incorrect or the other person is incorrect, and all that information that he has received from outside influences that are reinforcing him are enough for him to deny the truth. And I have it on video of the past. I have a body image of like where my shoulders were up to here, and how strong I was. And and so and none of that matters to him. The only thing that matters is my father not going to jail, my family not going to jail, which would mean, yeah, that would make sense. But it doesn't make sense because the crimes that they committed were really bad, and they're still bad. Now it's important because it's that the solution doesn't feel like it's reason enough to address the problem. The solution is, I think I deserve my belongings back, and I don't think I don't I think I think that would be a really good step, and they don't believe that that's a good step. The solution is literally under here, out of this, like barely on the chart, and it's being neglected because of the impact it has on them, how connected they are to my belongings. They are connected to my belongings, which is why they wanted them gone. And so after I was assaulted, the police came, and I had to leave because it was really bad, and so I left for a couple weeks. And during that time, the computer was stolen, and so I rented a computer, and and my guitar was stolen. And the police when the police came, they just told me to leave, and I'm like, I still need to get some of my belongings. There's some belongings that I need to get, and the police just said it's better if you just leave right now, so they could steal my guitar and steal my belongings. Then after they stole, there's two more items. There's a lot of items, and so after they stole my belongings, then I took them to court. I took my father to court, and it's just that I can't use the computer for court. It doesn't work. I can't type on it or anything. And for the most part, I can't type on it. And so it's just that it's important because like it's I haven't done anything to anybody until after they hurt me. Like I said, I never threatened anybody. I never assaulted anybody. I've never threatened to hurt anybody. And I've told the police this, and they're just like, you should just leave, so they can take your belongings. You should leave so they can take your belongings, and you can't do anything about it. You can't even file an insurance claim on it, because it's not yours and it's not your house, and so this is, you should do that. They told me I should do that, and to this day, they still believe that that's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. It's a sickness. It's very much a sickness. and it's a warp in your perception. Because what you would do is somebody took your belongings and you saw it happening, you would get into an altercation. You would get into an altercation. And that altercation could escalate. And if you're holding a weapon, it might cause you to use that weapon. And you end up in jail over something that doesn't equate to the value of that possession. And most won't rationalize in that manner, and so it's misunderstood at the time it is occurring, and the timing before it, and the timing after it. I'm recording this video to explain how the law in this, the law states that there's nothing to, like, there's nothing, the law has been written in a way that prevents the victim from seeking damages outside of court. Outside of court, the victim cannot seek damages, and the law states that the police are supposed to enforce the law, and the law states that this is just. That this is just. And this is the way it's written. This is the way it's written, and this is just. And so that's why the police don't do anything about it. Because you don't own the house, they're not your possessions. And we've gone our whole lives thinking that what we bought and what we have been given is, after a while, if we've held onto an item for like a decade, it by nature is we have acquired that possession, and it now is ours. But you bring that possession into somebody else's house, they call the police, you leave, and that possession is missing. When you come back, and, they say they bury it, and there's no trace of it. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. If you can't prove, if you didn't see them take the object, take it, there's no case. It's that easy to get rid of somebody's belongings and not get in trouble. You leave something behind. And so it's not just your house, it's anybody's house. And trusting somebody is usually why we're okay with leaving possessions where we do. But it's important because my family left possessions here. My family left their possessions here so they could, quote unquote, have some value associated with this environment. They left their possessions here so they could have some value to this environment. And so as long as somebody, and that can hurt you, because if somebody leaves something expensive, and that expensive thing it's okay to be there, and then that possession is like something dangerous, then and it's used in a crime, it becomes like everybody's fault for allowing that possession in the house. It becomes everybody's fault. It's one way to look at it. And it's a simple way to look at it. It's not completely correct. It's not correct. It's vague, but until that crime is committed, it's crazy to think that like something valuable inside the house, or something of somebody else's property inside the house, could kind of be, depending on how its value and how we value it, could be more important than the house itself. And dude, and so that's another vague way to explain it. The my family does things to justify their behaviors, and the things they do are in the form of retaliation. And clearly, I didn't retaliate. Clearly, I never retaliated. Um, and so I think that's it. I'm gonna say it. Nobody's doing anything about it. And the one thing is that somebody can testify and acknowledge this is the acknowledge this is the problem, and it's unconstitutional, um, and so it should not be a problem, and that's why I keep talking about it, because I can't do anything else, um, because because the court and the police are so corrupted that they have allowed this to happen. I've told the police before it happened. I've told, it's different if it happens and you didn't know it was going to happen, but because I'm decent at understanding behavior, it's allowed me not to get upset for the most part. To remain calm and to forewarn the authority. And because I went to school, and no matter, though I forewarned the community, they have hurt me due to corruption. And these are regarding my car, my own belongings. Because they're my belongings, they were my belongings, I forewarned the community that this happened to me. And this is what I'm struggling, this is my struggle. And the community would state, well, you can just go file insurance or something like that. Can't you get another one? Can't you get another one? Can't you go get another one? They're because most people haven't gone and received the education needed for these topics, and it's simple. It really is simple, and once again, I can't understanding that. Why can't I do anything about it? The computer that I need was stolen from me. Okay, I can't go out and get another computer. So you want to know how people end up sleeping out sleeping on the street? People sleep on the street because all these bad things happen because of somebody else hurting them, and so so because of these things, it's well, now I have to start completely over, and now I have to I have to suffer after being tortured. I have to be tortured more, and for a long time, and for a very long time, before I get back on my feet. And depending on how bad they hurt you, you could be in financial trouble for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And it's when the members of your family know it, when they know it and they still do it, they still do it. When they know it and they still do it, then you have a motive, you have malice. And the evidence is compelling evidence, because if you argue the truth, if you so much as, the reason is, if you argue the past, then you're arguing a past that wasn't true. If you're going to argue, it means you're in an argument is a disagreement. If you disagree with what the factual evidence, then you're well, it's a sickness. It's very much a sickness. And so the unfortunate thing is that we have developed ourselves to refrain from even considering or going to school. Going to school. We have refrained from going to school and learning. And so and because of it, people are getting hurt, and nobody's doing anything about it. And you want somebody to do something about it. You do. You want somebody to do something about it. And nobody's helping me. I called the local a lawyer, which I have already posted. They haven't called me back. Okay, the chances of me getting a hold of that lawyer ever again is like maybe like almost impossible. With all of this information, this information is too much information for the lawyer. They say I can't handle such a topic, and so if I ask the lawyer, hey, I need my clothing back, and I need my car back, I need my guitars back, I need that, can you help me? The lawyer that I talked to yesterday would say, no, I can't help you. The lawyer I spoke to yesterday would say, I can't help you. Maybe I should prove it right now and explain to them that like this, but I should. I can call a lawyer. I think that's what I'm going to do. And if you don't so if something bad happens to you, and you go from one location to the other, you might not get the lawyer who represents your location where the crime happened. And what that means is, like, if you're too far away and you're broke, and you can only access like services like through state funded services, the lawyer that might be available won't be able to help you because you're too far away. And the only way for you to address your problem is for you to go back. And so, I'm just gonna call a legal service. Probably gonna get yelled at for it.
I see you're doing what I asked you in your room, huh?
I need to contact a lawyer.
Thank you for calling Cabrini Green Legal Aid. If you know the extension of the person you are calling, you may dial the extension at any
He knows.
For a dial by name directory, press 1. For information about our stealing and expungement help desk closures, press 2. For legal questions, questions about your case or application, and to apply for help by phone, press 3. For all... If you would like to leave a voicemail for our programs, please press 1 for records, press 2 for legal questions or status of your case, press 3 for housing, press 4 for family law, press 5 for criminal defense, or press 6 for orders of protection. Thank you for calling CGLA and have a wonderful day. The mailbox of the person you are calling is currently full and cannot accept new messages. Please try your call again later. Thank you.
Good luck getting a hold of anybody. Good luck getting a hold of anybody. You see how bad it is? I mean, I just called it. I couldn't even, like, I guess, disprove what I'm saying or not because they didn't even answer their telephone. Because they didn't answer their telephone. And so, like, it's, like, so what's happening is they know my computer doesn't work, and they know that none of my, like, every possession I have is gone, and they know that there's a court case, and so the state and the county is allowing them to behave in this manner where I have to follow suit, and sit here, and sit here. Because once again, why don't I just get a job and leave? I need my birth certificate. And hey, Grandpa, birth certificate for a job?
No.
Can you tell the camera that?
Yeah.
Do I need a birth certificate for?
Never heard of it unless you're going for maybe a state or federal.
Okay. Do I need a social security card for a job?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Do I need a driver's license for that?
Not unless you're going for a driver's. You know, get a job driving.
Okay. So my birth certificate. Do I need a passport for a job?
No, not if you're doing it in this country.
Okay. Do I need a visa for a job?
Not in this country.
Okay. What if I only have like a passport? Will that be enough for a job?
Why would you need a passport?
See, that's if you have a passport, hold on. I guess it's the easiest thing. But hey, can we go get a birth certificate?
You don't need one for a job. You used all my socks. So.
Okay, can you please tell the computer that I don't need to go get a birth certificate for a job, and you're not.
Right, you don't need a birth certificate for a job.
Okay.
Just need a social security and willing to work, which you don't have.
And can you tell the computer you're not going to take me to go get a birth certificate?
I'm telling you, I have a birth certificate here if you needed it. But you don't. Please move.
Okay. So I don't need my birth certificate. And allegedly he has my birth certificate, allegedly, and he's not providing it to me. The law is not going to change. I have to think about like his motive, because the law is not going to change. All right, that law is never going to change. And get that right. As a listener, you better get that right. You better get that right. And so once again, he has picked up the phone, called the police, and they hurt me because I'm like, I need to move on. I need to move on. and so it's important because I had to come back here so they can mail this certificate to me. But if I call the Department of Health, because the Department of Health is usually the one to be able to get the certificate.
Ethan, take this trash out, Rick.
I need to call the Department of Health to get my birth certificate.
You don't need to call I have a birth certificate here for you.
Can I see it?
Not right now.
Because he doesn't have it.
But
And it's this. So my birth certificate is less important.
how much do you want to bet I have the birth certificate here? How much do you want to bet?
The garbage is more important than my.
Fatty?
You called me a fatty?
Yeah, I called you a fatty. You got a big belly.
I got a big belly, and you called me a fatty.
Yeah.
Okay, I lost every muscle in my body.
Ethan, tell me, what do you bet that I got a birth certificate here for you?
He wants to bet me. Why don't you just show it to me?
No, why don't you?
No.
You said I don't have one, and you know you're never wrong according to you.
Right.
So how about a bet?
So do you know that you know what a copy of a birth certificate is?
I have an original.
You have an original birth certificate. He has an original.
Why do you use all the cream? Jeepers creepers.
Okay, Grandpa, can you get that original copy of that birth certificate? He's not going to get it.
I thought you needed it, I would.
Okay.
I'm not going to give it to you if you lose like you lose everything else.
He's gone insane. But it's okay.
Ethan, please take these.
I had to take out
the garbage out, please.
See, this is emotional. He's just insane. Okay. I need to make a phone call first.
No, do this first. Then you make your phone call.
Okay. So I just want to say that most people would make the phone call and say the hell with you, and that can cause somebody to get really hurt. That can cause somebody to get hurt.
Here and here. Don't forget this. Hey.
Okay. I am a really good person. I know that. That would be the idea. Like, I am a really good person. Like, you think I'm going to... You think I'm going to get angry? You think I'm going to get angry, like, upset? No, I'm much more intelligent than that to get upset. I'm much more intelligent. If you didn't believe that for the most part, I'm very calm, and you decided to hurt me, you're gonna get in trouble. And that's not my problem. That's not my problem. It's not my problem. He's senile. He's senile. He's insane. He's insane. I might get in trouble for asking. So called me a fat.
The Winnebago County Health Department. WIC, press 2. Winnebago County Health Department Clinic does not provide primary care services and does not test for or treat coronavirus.
Called me a fatty.
If you are sick, please call your physician office or an immediate care
The man called me a fatty.
going in. Only use emergency room services for severe illness. If you need more information regarding coronavirus, press 1. To continue to our standard messaging service, please press 3. Please wait while I transfer your call.
We currently do not have any representatives available to assist you. Please remain on the line to leave a message or try to call again later.
Due to heavy
heavy call volume. We are unable to take your call at this time. Your call is important to us. Please leave your name, date of birth, and phone number. WIC staff will return your call by end of business today. Thank you for your patience. You may start your message now.
Hi, my name is Ethan Wayne Turner. My birth certificate was stolen from me, and I'm not able to get another one. Every possession I ever owned was stolen from me, and including my clothing. I mean, simple things. It's really cold outside. It's frigid outside, and the health department is about 8 miles away, and I don't have the funds for a bus, nor do I have the clothing to get to the bus and to stand outside. I need my birth certificate, and I'm concerned that I'm concerned because I need my birth certificate so I can get a job, so I can apply for a job online, and I can be verified as a U.S. citizen, and so I can't, and I need a job because I don't have. I'm completely broke, and I can't get employed without the birth certificate, and because I have no funds, I can't afford the birth certificate. So in order for me to move on, I need the Department of Health to help me acquiring my birth certificate. Otherwise, I won't be able to get a job. And no, nobody's going to help me. Nobody near me, nobody around me, no members of my family are going to help me. So I've tried contacting a lawyer for help. Not even a lawyer will help me. So I just my phone number is 815 70. You can contact me on my cell, which is 815 51. And I hope you are able to help me. So thank you. So they said they'll contact me back at the end of the day. If they don't help me, then, well, it's pretty simple that there's nothing that this county doesn't do anything for anybody. And it's simple. I do know that they help. I do know they help because I called. This is what I did. I called. It's important.
Thank you for calling United Way 211. Para español, oprima el uno. If you are calling from Cook County or the city of Chicago, please press 2.
I'll press 2.
Service. Thank you. Unfortunately, 211 services do not serve Cook County or the city of Chicago.
They don't
We encourage
serve.
you to instead hang up and dial the United Way of Metropolitan.
They don't serve the most corrupted county in the state of Illinois. So let me recall again. They don't serve a corrupted county for information.
Way 211.
Para español, oprima el uno.
If you are calling from Cook County or the city of Chicago, please press 2. For service in all other areas in Illinois, please press 3.
So I'm going to press 3.
Thank you for calling United Way 211 of Illinois. To receive accurate information, please enter your 5-digit zip code.
So what I'm calling them for is to ask where I can get a copy of my birth certificate for under these conditions. This provider, they provide help for those who are low income victims, and so the issue is that.
United Way 211, how may I help you?
Hi, United Way 211, correct?
Yeah, this is United Way 211.
Okay. I need a birth certificate. My birth certificate.
Okay, so you're looking for your birth certificate?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to give me your age and then your zip code?
My age is, well, can I just give you my zip code?
Yeah, but I do usually need an age just for like demographic purposes, and it helps us do the search. It's just like a requirement for my search. You can give me a made-up age if you want.
Is it in your database where to look for a birth certificate? Isn't it in your database?
Yeah, it's in our database to look for like referrals that
Okay.
have places to get birth certificates.
So you're gonna look
In
at
order to do
you're gonna look in your database, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a problem?
No, that's good. So my zip code is 1 second. Excuse me?
You're in Winnebago County?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you helping me get you're helping me get my birth certificate?
Yeah, that's what you asked for, correct? To find a place that has birth certificates?
Yes.
Okay. And did you feel comfortable to give an age for the search, or should I just put in a random one?
A random number would be just fine.
Okay. Okay, so are you from Winnebago County?
Yes. I've lived here my entire life. I wasn't born here, but I've lived here my entire life.
Okay, so where were you born then?
Well, outside of the state.
Oh, okay. So usually Winnebago County, because I've done searches for birth certificates before.
Who in Winnebago County?
Usually,
Who in Winnebago County?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, where would I go in Winnebago County?
It would be the Winnebago County Health Department, but I think that they usually only have birth certificates for people in that area, like who were born there.
But if I call them, they should be able to have a voucher for me for a birth certificate, right?
I'm not sure. It says right here that their birth certificate is $17 for the first copy and $5 for each additional copy. But they only have that birth certificate on file if you were born there, like in Winnebago County.
70 for the first copy and 5 for every copy afterwards. So
Yeah.
I probably won't be able to get a birth certificate, but you guys are United Way. Don't you have like vouchers for birth certificates?
No, we don't.
Okay. Is there any exceptions you guys can make?
No, we don't offer funding directly through us. We just have resources and referrals in our database.
Yeah, you guys get like millions and millions and millions of dollars for funding. Can you talk to one of the people who are funding you so they can maybe give me a couple bucks so I can buy my birth certificate and I can get a job?
I don't work with the people who handle the funding at all. I'm just a volunteer.
You're a volunteer.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have to reiterate that, but it's just you should be you have the potential to be more. So you're not an employee for them either, which means that you have no legal like legally you have like no ties to the organization. You are simply a volunteer, and I'm giving a volunteer my personal information. Well, I'm giving my age and my count in the county and where I was born. That's kind of so if something goes wrong, that's kind of it's a volunteer. So thank you. I contacted the health department. I did contact the local health department, see if they're going to help me. But the way the health department operates, they don't usually help. They usually only hurt you. And believe it, because it's the health department. But if they're making you sleep outside in the cold, and then basically the health department, they've made it so that way, after this happened that I'd have to sleep in a horrible I'd have to continue to sleep in horrible conditions after this happened. So after I lost my birth certificate, and so they've made it very difficult for people to move forward. I appreciate your time. Hello?
Hi.
I'm hanging up now. So this is an hour video to show you that you can call like for help, like such as like 211. They're not actually helping you. Like you just call and get a referral. It's a referral service. But it's supposed to. But like if you look at all like the advertisements with like domestic violence, if you look at all the advertisements with like domestic violence and like pain and suffering, you have like the United Way, like logo, like we're helping, and so it's like no, you're not, because clearly, like to move forward, you need a lawyer and you need to get a job, and they just refer you. And this organization gets millions and 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 millions. And denying that they improperly use their funds, denying the fact that they misuse their funds, and they rely on the health department, who then tell you who around the health department is insanity. Denying that they misuse funds is insanity, and then what they then do is they refer you to the Department of Health or the health department, who then after something traumatic happens and you have to leave for a while, those environments that you have to stay in, that health department says it's okay to live in those horrible conditions. The department says, nah, you know what, we're going to keep making it horrible for you. So the United Way and the health department make sure that when something bad happens to you, that it continues to be bad for you. It continues to be bad for you. They're doing nothing except getting paid. They're just getting paid, okay? Except getting paid. There should be a emergency fund available, but when you call, they discriminate, like they discriminate based on your age and gender. Because if I call like if I call these people, the Diocese of Rockford.
You have reached the Diocese of Rockford. Our office hours are 8:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, closed for lunch each day from 12 to 1. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If this is an emergency, please call 815-310-0367 for assistance.
So you call a church for help, and the church, well, you'll see how the conversation goes. It's that bad. They won't help. They don't help. It's literally that bad. I'll try calling again. It's a 1254. It's capitalism. I mean, this is a direct result of capitalism, which is fine. Like, you should go out and work. You should. I thoroughly believe you should go out and work. I believe that you need the clothing first, to protect you while you're working, and the transportation to get there. I believe those things must be available, and you have those, you have that for your protection. So I'm gonna try calling one more time.
You have reached the Diocese of Rockford. Our office hours are 8:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, closed for lunch each day from 12 to 1. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If this is an emergency, please call 815-310-0367 for assistance.
Call her. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna double check it. My family is so ignorant.
You have reached the Diocese of Rockford.
They think people help.
Our office hours are 8:30
So they
a.m.
think
until 4:30
I'm
p.m.
incompetent.
Monday through Friday, closed for lunch each day from 12 to 1. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time. If this is an emergency, please call 815-310-0367 for assistance. Thank you for calling the Diocese of Rockford. Our regular business hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to noon, and 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. You have reached this recording because we are currently unable to take your call. If you would like to leave your name and number, we will return your call as soon as possible. If this is an emergency, please indicate that when you leave your message. Thank you. God bless.
Hi, my name is Ethan Turner. My car was stolen. My clothes were thrown away. I was assaulted. And my birth certificate was thrown away. And after I was assaulted, I went to a hotel because the city of Rockford didn't, and I had to pay out of pocket because the Winnebago County Health Department wouldn't pay for a hotel after they tried to kill me. And then so I can't afford a birth certificate because I spent the money at a hotel. That's the reason. And I'm asking the church for help if they can provide the funds for my birth certificate. And usually that would make sense. My phone number is 815. Mute this function. My cell phone number you can reach me at, which it doesn't work unless I'm here. I'm here at this address, but I'll give it to you anyway. And so yeah, that's all I'm asking from the diocese is that I get a birth certificate. As I get, if you guys can help me with the birth certificate, so I can get a birth certificate, and I can't afford it. And so you guys were listed as social service providers, and so I know it's your mission to help people out, and it really would help me out. It would get me out of this this predicament to some degree. Like I said, it was stolen from me and thrown away, so I couldn't get a job. And so I appreciate it. Please call me back today. Thank you. I'll try calling back while I'm on the phone. So I'll be right back.
Police are here, Jan.
The police are here?
Please, open the door.
You can open the doors. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna stop recording because the police are here.
Hello there, come in here. Roll out there. Oh, he's working. I don't know. He's an electrician.
Emotion.
Yeah. Bullshit. Ethan, come in here.
What?
Ethan, come in here.
Okay. Okay. Hey, how are you, officer? I'm just recording on my computer. I'm not gonna film you.
He records everything. I mean, if I say hello, he records. Yeah, he's very sick.
No, I'm not sick.
No, he's not sick. How are you putting an order of protection against your father?
He overdosed. He threatened to kill me, and
He did not do anything.
I have that evidence.
That would be a reason, and I'm assuming then he's got that.
Excuse me?
I'm assuming he's got that, so it
Yep.
would possibly.
Show us
say
if
that.
you got it. Show it. You don't have it.
There's no need for you to show it.
Yeah.
But now, all I'm trying to do is serve him a paper.
He's not here.
When he arrives, just contact us so we can serve him the paper.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna. He's not gonna let me do that.
No, that's true. I'm not.
You don't have a phone?
It doesn't work. No.
He not only uses a phone. He usually have 4 phones in the house. He probably got all of them in there. He's on the phone constantly, and on the phone and on this constantly. From the time he wakes up, he's on this thing or the phone all day long.
It's not true.
No, I'm not going to let you, sir. I'm not going to let him do that.
All right, well, I'll be back then.
Alrighty. All right. Thank you.
It's a little bit broken. I appreciate it, officer.
Hey, have a good one.
You too.
Sir. Be careful, okay?
So,
Ethan, if you serve this, all right, I'm going to kick you out of the house, okay? You're not going to stand here every time I turn around and start making accusations, lying at in this house. I'm not going to have it.
it's on video.
Okay.
The evidence.
All right, that's okay. It's on video. Because the next policeman shows up here after your father, because of something you did, lying all about this.
What did I lie about?
You're lying
About what?
him trying to kill you and all of that.
No, it's on a text
Ethan?
message. It's on a text message.
Ethan, would you listen?
I'm listening.
Okay.
It's actually
The
happened.
Next time, if he served anything, I will have to have you removed from the house.
Okay.
And I will put an order of protection against you
Okay.
because of the way you treat us and the sickness that you got that you want everybody in trouble.
I didn't. I'm sitting here.
You're trying to put everybody in trouble but so you can live here by yourself and do nothing but talk on your computer there.
No.
And make trouble for everybody.
I just tried to
Now,
get.
I'm
trying to get a birth
Quit talking and listen.
Okay.
The next time, I will call and get an order of protection against you, and you will leave this house never to come back again.
Okay. I need a birth certificate.
You don't need a birth certificate. I've got one. I'll show it to you, but you can't hold on to it.
I can't hold on to it.
No, you cannot. Tell people this stolen like you think your car was stolen, your clothes were stolen, which is all a lie.
I don't have them.
You're a liar. You are such a liar.
So my grandfather almost went into insanity. That whole thing just almost made my grandfather go into.
Here. Look,
Look what?
there's your birth certificate.
That is a copy.
That's a birth certificate, and that's what you need.
That's not. See, that's a copy. I need the real thing. So, my grandfather has loved. He can do no wrong. And I didn't film the sheriff, but he was just like, he looked at my grandfather like, okay, man, if like, okay, if this is how you think,
You better take heed of what I just told you.
and my grandfather,
I don't care if it's 10 below zero outside, you will go.
right, and the issue is that my grandfather is so powerful. He doesn't own the house, but he doesn't own the house. My father does, and he's protecting my father. And I guess to say it, like, Grandpa, I don't want to be confrontational right now. Can I ask you a question?
I want you to get away from me.
Okay.
And you better kill everything that you got going against your father. Because if not, Ethan, you're out of this house. I mean it. I am not going to live like this.
Last night,
I don't have to live like this. And you're not going to make me live like
you're
this.
sticking up for a rapist.
I'm getting tired of you.
Right.
So you either shape up or ship out.
He tried to kill me.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
You're a liar. Prove it.
I just showed you the video. Okay.
No, you didn't show me no video.
Okay.
You're going to leave the house and you're not going to come back. I don't give a shit if you sleep. What are you going to do? You turn this thing off and don't turn it back on.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Turn it off. Turn it off now.
Rock Valley College is calling. I owe this computer. I owe $2,000 to Rock Valley College.
Give me my phone.
Okay.
You have no reason to have my phone.
Rock Valley College.
Give me the other phones too. You don't have any reason to have any.
It's on the cradle over there.
No, I'm talking about the two black ones.
You gonna answer the phone?
No.
Rock Valley College just called.
I don't care.
This computer that I'm using.
Turn that computer off or get it out of my house right now. You can walk outside.
And so this computer that I'm using, I rented from the college. And it's important because I rented this computer from the college, and I now owe a lot of money on this computer. It's a relatively nice computer, so I can't talk to the college.
Did you hear me what I said about the computer?
What?
Shut it off or take it out of the house.
Okay, I will stop.
Now, right this minute.
Okay.
Ethan, I'll call the police and have you removed. You close it up and don't open it again in this house.
Okay.
Now.
Modern day slavery.